Are you planning a driving holiday in Australia? We've put together a guide to help you with your journey. Remember to bring your identification documents with you when you pick up your rental car. You will need your booking confirmation, credit or debit card, a valid driving license, and an international driving permit if your license is not in English. Sometimes a second form of identification, such as a passport, might also be required. Before you leave the depot, check your vehicle for damage and report anything you find to the car rental company representative. If you want to reduce your financial liability, you can ask at the depot about insurance and excess reduction products. There are a few things you need to know about driving in Australia. The most important thing to remember is that Australians drive on the left-hand side of the road. Speed limits are measured in kilometres per hour, and heavy fines apply if you exceed these limits. It is compulsory for all passengers to wear a seatbelt, and it is illegal to use a mobile phone while driving. While driving a rental car, there are some important travel restrictions that you should be aware of. You are not permitted to take your rental car on unsealed roads, and restrictions may also be in place for travel between dusk and dawn in rural areas. If you travel on restricted roads, you will be responsible for the full cost of any damage. Without prior authorization, you cannot take your rental car above the snow line. This includes areas beyond Jindabyne and Bright and certain regions of Tasmania. You may need to purchase additional insurance cover if taking your vehicle to alpine areas. In most cases, taking your rental car on a ferry is prohibited. Some car rental companies allow their vehicles to be taken to Bruny Island, Kangaroo Island, and Magnetic Island. Your car rental booking may include limited kilometres. A charge will apply for every kilometre you travel over the specified limit. Generally, a limit of 100 kilometres per day applies to some rental cars picked up in Broome, Darwin, Alice Springs, and Ayers Rock. If you are in an accident in your rental car, the most important thing to do is make sure all parties are safe and call emergency services if necessary. In Australia, the emergency phone number is 000. You must call the car rental company and let them know about the accident. They will then give you instructions on further steps required from you. If your plans change and you need to keep your rental car for a longer period of time, you will need to contact the car rental company directly. During peak times and popular holiday periods, there may be limited availability, and as a result, you may not be able to extend your rental. Before you return your rental car, you'll need to make sure the vehicle has a full tank of fuel. Allow plenty of time to get back to the depot on time to avoid any late fees. Check the car for any belongings you may have left behind. If any damage was caused to the vehicle on your trip, let the representative know and start planning your next trip. If you have any questions about returning your rental car, feel free to contact our customer care team.